Have you ever been out of ideas, or you don't know what descriptive word to use? Well, here are 5 easy tips on how to become a good creative writer. Like I said at the beginning of this video, have you ever been out of ideas? For most people, this is the hardest question. The reason why finding an idea is so hard for some people is because they like to copy other people's ideas or take suggestions, and that's not healthy when becoming a creative writer. The reason why using other people's ideas isn't healthy is because it's either a really popular idea or it's already been used, so come up with your own idea and be creative. An easy way to come up with ideas is to brainstorm. Brainstorming is not when thunder and lightning comes out of your head. It's a way of creating new ideas. Look around wherever you are. Find something that catches your eye. Maybe you're in your classroom and you see a bright pencil box over in the corner. Maybe you're in your bedroom and you see a photo that Mom framed on the wall last week of you and the family. See, it isn't that hard to come up with brand new ideas. You just have to find something that inspires you, which brings me on to my next topic. Hey, did you see that movie last week? It had my favorite actor in it. Finding something to inspire you is one of the keys to becoming a creative writer. Maybe what inspires you is your favorite actor, like my example, or maybe it's your hero or your idol. These are all similar things that inspire people. Your hero doesn't even have to be a superhero from a movie. It can be your teacher or your pastor from your local church. Like me, my teacher inspired me to make this video, so I want to take this time to thank her. Now that you've found someone or something to inspire you, I think we're ready to move on to our next tip. To make sure that whatever you're writing has a structure, you need to include a beginning, a middle, and an end. In other words, an intro and a conclusion. Make sure you're not being lazy with your writing. If you want to fail at creative writing, here's a good example. Once upon a time, the knight climbed up the tower, saved the princess, and they lived happily ever after. The end. To start off your piece of writing, you're going to need an intro or a beginning that hooks the readers in. Here's a good example. Sally watched from her window as the thunder rumbled and the rain pitter-pattered on the concrete below. She heard a scream from outside. She crept down the wooden stairs, each one creaking as she placed her feet. Then, she heard a growl from behind. She turned around. The monster leapt at her and, see, it left each reader wanting more. After you finish your intro, you're going to need a middle. A middle is a really good element of your story. It places the setting and every single piece of the story that happens. An intro and a conclusion is to start the story and to finish. The middle is to set the story. Now that we've wrapped up the middle, it's time to wrap up the whole piece of writing. This is called the end or the conclusion. If you're writing a story, for example, a good way to end it is with a cliffhanger or maybe an indication that the story's not really over. Now it's time to add the detail and the description in your piece of writing. Go back at all those lame-o words that you used and turn them into descriptive words. Here's some descriptive words that might help. Adding descriptive and detailed words aren't everyone's strong suit, but all you have to do is find a nearby dictionary or search it up. It's pretty easy to find descriptive words once you know what they mean. Maybe that tip section was a little short, but you don't need much to find descriptive words. Now to move on to our final topic. Now it's time that we move into our final section. Check back on your work. Check for all the mistakes. Use a dictionary to fix all the words that you maybe misspelled, and try and look for all the words that you missed. Maybe find and add some descriptive words, or maybe add a period and a comma there. Once you're finished adding all the finishing details, it's time for someone to check your work. Maybe your parents, or your siblings, or your teacher, or maybe one of your friends. An easy way for someone to check your work is to hand it to them and ask, "Can you read this over for me? Can you point out any mistakes?" If they find mistakes, it's okay. You can go back and fix them. Good job, everybody. If you ever need more tips, then just come back and rewatch this video. Hopefully you have a good piece of writing in front of you right now, and if you don't, then get started. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be back with more and better content soon. See you guys later.